Brown rice versus fermented brown rice. That's something I'd like to talk about today, so stick around. Hi, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of the Ikigai Diet and Ikigai Bio-Hacking. Okay, so this is brown rice, which is called Gemmai in Japanese, and this is fermented brown rice, which is called Koso Genmai in Japanese. So today, I'd like to share with you the differences between Gemmai and the Koso Genmai. Now, Gemmai has been popular in the Japanese natural food movement for a long time. Yeah, we have a custom or kind of structure called Gemmai Saishoku, which means plant-based diet with brown rice. Yeah, so this format has been around for a long time. Yeah, in fact, I talked about it in the video I made before called the Japanese natural food movement. So please watch it. Right. In fact, the brown rice is stressed a lot in the macrobiotic diet, which was developed by Yukikazu Sakurazawa, who is known as George Osawa abroad. Right. And I think, Yukikazu Sakurazawa was a member of Shokuyokai, which was established in the early 1900s. Yeah. So in the beginning of the 20th century, brown rice has been around a lot longer, but this kind of a new, the Gemmai Saishoku movement sort of began and has been around since then. While Koso Genmai was popularized more recently. Yeah, so now it is very big in the Japanese natural food movement, but not so much before. Yeah, it was first popularized in mid 20th century, which is like around 1955. The man called Katsuya Nagaoka, who was a doctor, developed something called Nagaokasky Koso Genmai, and this is the first Koso Genmai. Now there are different versions of Koso Genmai, but Nagaokasky Koso Genmai is the original one, and he developed it in around 1955. So since then, the Koso Genmai have become more popular. The benefit of brown rice is that it has detoxification mechanism with phytic acid. Yeah, so phytic acid can detoxicate heavy metals we have in our body. So recently, our diet consists of a lot of heavy metals, especially if you're eating a lot of fish. Yeah, even though you are careful, like for example, I try to eat small fish because it contains less heavy metal. Still, you do get some heavy metals. So it is good to detoxicate from time to time, and brown rice can help you do that. On the other hand, this phytic acid can have problems. Yeah, it is considered that it might block the absorption of certain minerals such as iron, zinc, calcium, and manganese. Right. Now, some scientists disagree on this point. So some say it does, others say it doesn't so much. Yeah, but even the people who say it blocks the absorption of certain minerals, basically from brown rice. So the minerals from the brown rice, but if you're eating other mineral-rich food, then you don't need to worry too much about it. Yeah. But if you're worried about this phytic acid, then there are ways to reduce it. One way is soaking it. Yeah. Now, when you make Koso Genmai, by the way, especially with my way, you soak the brown rice for 12 hours. Yeah. So it helps reduce phytic acid. Also, you ferment. So fermentation can reduce phytic acid too. And then we ferment brown rice for about 3 days. So 12 hours of soaking and 3 days of fermenting, it can reduce phytic acid a lot. But that means it doesn't have the detoxification mechanism either. Mind you, phytic acid is found in many other, plants and beans and so on. So, if you're not eating brown rice, you still have the detoxification mechanism from other food. And from the macrobiotic point of view, fermenting make it more in. So yin and yang is very important in the macrobiotic diet. Yeah, they try to keep the balance between yin and yang, and then they divide foods into the yin food and yang food. And some foods are more yang, while others are more yin. And then brown rice is considered to be the most neutral food. Therefore, they want to eat it as it is. They don't want to ferment it, because by fermenting the brown rice, it changes to be slightly more in, right? So usually macrobiotic people don't eat Koso Genmai. But it is probably different depending on the school within the macrobiotic movement, because recently different macrobiotic practitioners have different approaches. Yeah, so some of them might eat Koso Genmai, right? And one problem of Koso Genmai is that we use more electricity because you keep brown rice in the jar rice cooker for 3 or 4 days, right? So that means you're using electricity during that time. But there is a way to reduce it. So it takes about 3 days to ferment it, right? And it is ready on the 4th day. And most people begin eating it on the 4th day and continue eating it the 5th day and the 6th day. Yeah, but instead of doing that, you can begin eating it on the 2nd day and then continue eating it the 3rd day and the 4th day, and it can reduce this element of Koso Genmai. And the Koso Genmai has brown rice bacteria, and that is the biggest benefit of Koso Genmai. It is fermented, and brown rice isn't fermented. Yeah, so it has a tremendous benefit to the gut microbiome. Yeah, I mean, brown rice has a benefit to the gut microbiome too, because it has a fiber, and the fiber is good for the gut microbiome. But Koso Genmai has a further benefit of being fermented food. And by fermenting brown rice, it increases the nutrition tremendously. Dietary fiber to 127%, protein to 115%, vitamin B2 to 125%, vitamin B1 to 134%, iron to 190%, calcium to 178% more. Yeah, so that's the advantage of Koso Genmai too. And so it's really up to you. Both brown rice and fermented brown rice have benefit. Yeah, I just like Koso Genmai because it looks good. Look at the color, and also it feels good when you eat. Yeah, there's another thing. Often brown rice is more difficult to digest. Yeah, and many people say Koso Genmai is much easier to digest. So it is, in that sense, the Koso Genmai is good too. Yeah, but the thing is, you can eat both brown rice and fermented brown rice, because remember, it takes about 3 days to make Koso Genmai, right? So that means you have to wait for about 3 days. I mean, if you are doing the good cycling of making the first one, and then by the time when the first one is ready, you begin cooking the second one, so on, then you always have a Koso Genmai ready. But if you don't do that, then when you finish eating the first Koso Genmai, and you have to wait for another 3 days for the next one to be ready. And during that waiting period, you can cook brown rice and eat brown rice. So in this way, you can kind of do the cycling of Gemmai and Koso Genmai. Yeah, that could be the optimal way. Anyway, yeah, please read the Ikigai Diet, the secret Japanese diet to health and longevity. It contains a lot of information on Japanese natural dietary culture, such as Ichiju Sansai, Ichibutsu Zentai Shoku, Shindo Fuji. Both Ichibutsu Zentai Shoku and Shindo Fuji are the very important elements from the Japanese natural food movement. Mago wa yasashi and Hare and Ke. The book is available on Amazon, both as Kindle and print-on-demand paperback. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of the Ikigai Diet and Ikigai Bio-Hacking. If you like this video, please give me your thumb up and please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the subscribe button and please leave your comment. Do you eat brown rice or fermented brown rice? And what are your experiences of eating them? Thank you very much. Well, I'll see you in the next video. Live with your Ikigai!